Good morning, everybody. Just a quick follow-up from the Happy Hen Farm. I'm RJ. This is about the horse blankets again. Last night I did a video about whether or not your horses need blankets. It comes down to know your environment, know your horses. I knew these guys wouldn't go out to the shelter last night. We went down to minus 20 Celsius. And I don't know what Gemma's goal is here. She wants the hay nets off the gate. We don't usually hang the hay nets on the gate, but I knew they wouldn't go out to their shelter. We have a chain hanging from the tree way back there that we'll also hang the nets from. But if you look at the snow on the ground here, anything away from the house is virtually untouched. They went a very little distance away. I knew they would stay close. Here we go, morning butt scratch. I knew they would stay close to the house. If you look, the snow on her blanket is not melting off. We knew we were going to get snow last night, and I didn't want to deal with icicles and shivering horses. So they're doing really good. They're dry under their blanket. There's Silver way over there, standing under the eaves of the house. This is what they do whenever the wind is bad or the weather's bad. They avoid the shelter. They just come and stand right close to the house. They'll sleep right against it. And they got their hay nets here last night. Now you can see the smaller hay net that was filled last night. I put out 2 nets to make sure they had lots of food. They also had buckets of soaked alfalfa, which they usually get nightly with their minerals in them. If your horse isn't drinking out of a well and they don't have a lot of grass to forage, like our ground's been frozen, add minerals. They're not getting them naturally just out of the hay. There's not enough there. So again, know your horses, know your environment. It's minus 20. These guys stayed close to the house, no shelter. They have one, they didn't use it. So yeah, the blankets, use them. No reason not to, unless it's too warm, and you would know if it's too warm because the snow would be melting off her back, and you can tell it's not. So she's doing really good. Hi, honey. Good morning, Gem. She's a good girl. A little chilly. The guys are doing fine. Also, a little tip for you people. We got a lot of snow last night. I'm off to work here, and anybody who lives in an environment where you get a good dump of snow, you need to make sure that you don't just clear your window, clear your car. Don't go driving around and having the snow blowing off everywhere. My car warming up. And lift your windshield wipers. Because I'll tell you, when your windshield wipers freeze to your window and your motor brakes on the wipers, it sucks. So again, my son's truck, I brushed it off a little bit for him and left a broom beside him so he can get in there this morning without having to get snow all over the inside of his car. Because when you have really dry snow like this, it's minus 20, the snow is really light, and when you open your car door, it all just kind of floats in, and you end up with wet, cold seats. So, tips: use the blankets. If you know your horses, you know your environment, it's really cold and they're not going to use their shelter, then yeah, throw a light blanket on them. Like I said, those are just rain sheets on those horses. Those are not heavy insulated blankets, and they are not sweating and melting the snow off, and they are not shivering. Have a good morning, guys. Bye.